Chapter 7. Eugenia ran toward Mercy. Mercy heard her breathe fast. There was going to be a chase. Mercy loved the chase. She let Eugenia get very close to her. Oink, said Mercy, dashing away. Get out of my yard, shouted Eugenia. Oink, oink, said Mercy. She ran circles. She kicked over here. No pigs allowed, Eugenia shouted. Oh, sister, said Baby, please be careful. The siren railed. The fire truck pulled in the Lincoln Sister driveway. Ned and Lorenzo got out of the truck. Do you think that is emergency? Ned asked. Could be, said Lorenzo. Ned and Lorenzo sighed. You never know with this job, said Lorenzo. You're right, said Ned. You never know. Chapter 8. Ma'am, said Lorenzo to Baby, did you call the fire department? Oh dear, the baby, I did not, but Eugenia may have called. Who's Eugenia? Said Ned. My sister, the baby. Is that her? Said Lorenzo, the one chasing the pig. Yes, the baby. That's her. Baby and Ned and Lorenzo watched Eugenia chasing Mercy through the air. Lorenzo cleared her throat. What is the emotionally actually? Asked Ned. I thought I saw a monster in my bedroom, said Baby, but it was not a monster. It was Mercy, Mercy, said Lorenzo. The pigs, said Baby. The pig who lives next door. I see, said Ned. Virginia does not care for Mercy, said Baby. In Oregon, pigs belong on farms. There is something to be said for said Lorenzo. Ned nodded. Help, shouted for a voice. Help, help, help us. Do you hear that? Asked Ned. Somebody in trouble, said Lorenzo. Let's go. Chapter 9. Ned and Lorenzo ran to the call for help. They went into the Watson's house. Help! Ned and Lorenzo looked up. They saw a bed hanging out of the clearing. They saw Mr. and Mrs. Watson holding on to the bed for dear life. We are safe, said Mrs. Watson. Of course, we are safe, said Mr. Watson. Mercy on the fire department. She is amazing, said Mrs. Watson. She is unbelievable. She is a porcine wonder, said Mr. Watson. Ned and Lorenzo ran upstairs. They picked up Mr. and Mrs. Watson. The Watson bed sang loudly and crashed in the way through the floor. Floor! Boom! Yeah! Boom! Yeah! Mr. Watson looked at the hole where the bed used to be. I have always believed their very family and the fire department, said Mr. Watson. As have I, said Mrs. Watson. As have I. and squeeze. Who outside the Watson house came to squeal. Gotcha! Gotcha! Chapter 10. Ned and Lorenzo and Mr. and Mrs. Watson all went outside. Eugenia was sitting on the ground, her arms wandering around Mrs. neck. Her head of rest on Mercy's back. Eugenia was running very loudly. 빠바방! The pig, she said, was on my protectly that you will not call her a pig, said Mrs. Autumn. There was that you call her a porcine wonder, said Mr. Watson. After she said was she a hero. She is a pig, said Eugenia. She's sorry to cry. There, sister, the baby. She bent over the patting Eugenia back. Mercy around. She was very tired. I guess that's it, said Ned. Yep, said Lorenzo. Our work here is done. Wait, said Mr. Watson. It's almost time for breakfast. Oink, said Mercy. What? That's right, breakfast, said Mr. Watson. She kissed the top of Mercy's head. She looked up the fireman. Do you boys like toast? Chapter 11. In the Watson house, around the Watson kitchen table, sat Eugenia Lincoln and Baby Lincoln and Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson and Ned and Lorenzo and Mercy, of course. She was the head of the table. It's the set of the hero, and the front of her was a favorite blue plate with a very tall stack of buttered toast. A toast for Mercy, said Mr. Watson, holding a glass of juice. A toast for our darling, our dear, said Mrs. Watson. A toast to Mercy, said Baby. In my hobby, said Eugenia, pigs should not be toasted. In my opinion, pigs do not belong at the kitchen table. To our heroes, said Mr. Watson, there would be with Mercy. Yes, said Mrs. Watson, who would have saved us? I can imagine that. Me neither, said Lorenzo. They all clicked the glass. Mercy another plate of toast. Chapter 12. Outside the Watson house, the sun was rising. First, the sun was red, and it was orange. It was rose high up the higher. In the Watson's house, Mercy was lying on the couch. She was getting ready to take a nap. Bright, bright is the morning sun, sang Mr. and Mrs. Watson together. But bright still our poor sun wonder. Mercy smiled. She closed her eyes and was sleeping before Mr. and Mrs. Watson even finished the song. Thank you for reading with us. Subscribe, please, for Side Wonder.